I'd love to get your take, both of you guys, on AppSumo and, like, obviously, Tom, you guys aren't the exact same business, but same
No.
business model where you're, sending
Yeah.
deals to a massive email list.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last report from Noah Kagan, the founder of AppSumo, but I think it was they're on track for 70 million a year
Yep.
in revenue, and I was
I
like,
think I read that.
whoa, it's like 70 million a year from essentially a email database company selling other people's products. And I know Noah, I actually was in a room once at a hotel with him in Australia, and it was earlier days with AppSumo, but he's a bit of one of those savants where he's fantastic at marketing but also fantastic at actually coding, and he was in there with his MySQL database showing how he was building the list and running these ad campaigns, and it was, he's getting tens of thousands of opt-ins a day, so it was really, really big numbers. But I didn't think that would become a $70 million a year in sales business model, honestly. I was like, software is big and there's a lot of buyers, but you have to keep finding more and more deals and keep finding more and more leads and keep doing that for 70 million in sale and growing from 30 million to 70 million in like 1 year. I think it was some of the data I saw. So I don't know, Tom, what's stopping you from making 70 million a year in sales?
I'm working on it, man. I'm trying to get there because that's how I see it. I mean, we have shortcomings in some ways versus the AppSumo model exactly, but I see that, like, I'm aware of that. And I like how AppSumo's approached it. Like, I think they've done a lot of good things, So when I look at that, I'm like, in some ways, inspired by them because they do discounts really well. Like, I'm a customer. I bought many of their products. We actually have some AppSumo products that we use to run InfoStack, you know what I mean? Which is kind of cool. So, like, again, I'm just trying to, when we build this, it's like, get really good partners, get really good products in. The rest will kind of follow, because we're very good at the optimization, not all this other stuff. Again, we're very sales oriented. I mean, this website is like, I should have it optimized, but again, next level or next phase. But like, what I really focus on is just like making sure that the deals perform really well and those are curated well and that whole event is done really well. And again, I've done this for so long. Like, I've done so many affiliate marketing campaigns. Like, I got to learn from some of the best in the business and see and work with like $1 million affiliate programs and stuff like that and get to manage like top tier affiliates and whatnot. And like, so again, that was just kind of built into my DNA to do this. It was just like, instead of doing this for all when I was doing the agency-esque thing, instead of doing this for all these other companies, I'm just going to do this internally for me. And I just turned it in on myself. And so that's kind of what fundamentally this is built on. So yeah, for what it's worth.
I'm big into the AppSumo daily deal space. I've looked into it a lot. I've talked to them. I'm an affiliate for AppSumo, and I remember one time I was talking to the affiliate manager, and I found what they use for their affiliate tracking and the resources that they give and all that just wasn't that great. And I kind of made a comment to her. I was like, oh, it seems like, I know this is probably not your guys' main focus for revenue. She's like, no, affiliates is the number one source of revenue. And I was surprised because I was like, it was kind of not a great affiliate, nothing bad. It wasn't bad. I won't say it's bad at all. It was just kind of like not great, right? And I thought that was interesting. But also, you think about if they said 70 million, you right away know if they're technically just affiliates, right? So half of that is going towards all these different products, right? They said that they recently, I think I heard Noah Keegan talk about this on his podcast, that when they created their marketplace, so now there's always, people can just add their deal into the marketplace, and they had a bunch of crappy stuff inside there for a while, but I think, I could be wrong about this, that generated an extra $10 million for them. I think that's what he said. I could be totally off on that one, but that's what I think I remember. So, and they're getting better deals, but also this whole lifetime deal space, there's a lot of people pumping out kind of Code Canyon products. You buy some script on Code Canyon, you put it up a site, you launch a daily deal, you do 100K, a couple months later, shut it down. Sorry, guys. Right?
Yep.
And so that's kind of where people are scamming. That's basically a scam, right? And so I think AppSumo is trying to do more to mitigate that. But I give this idea, I actually messaged Noah Keegan about this. I think I said this on the show before, that they should make all deals into NFTs. That way, when you're buying the deal, you could resell it and not, because there's also people doing scams with the resales, right? And it also allows the businesses to earn money on the sale, right? So it'd be interesting they actually do that. And
Two
Yeah.
thoughts on that. Like, one is the marketplace. Yeah, it's like that's one of the things that we're exploring too. But marketplaces aren't easy. So like he's definitely done that right if that's already what they're generating from that. On the NFT front, it's like another thing where I'm like, if I had extra time in my life and could just devote like a whole another day every day to it, would be the idea of NFTs in that capacities for something like that, but also for our model, because I actually believe that our model would do way better if it was built on NFTs. Like if we had instantaneous percentage distributions of revenue from every purchase of every bundle, and somebody could then resell that bundle to someone else, but the original creators are constantly getting a cut, getting their fair cut, so to speak. Like,
Yeah.
I just feel like I could definitely sell that. I get people, get partners into it. I'm sure they'd be pumped up about it, but I have technically, it's just beyond comprehension for me.